This part of my life is hard to talk about because it's painful and because most of it is missing. It's like trying to remember a dream that I slipped away the moment I opened my eyes. I was 4 years old when I was hit by a car. My skull was fractured. People expect that the accident to be the center of the story, but for me, it's just a blank. No impact, no hospital, no memory of the moment everything changed. All I have is one flash, waking up for a second in a vehicle, someone beside me, and then slipping into a coma. That's the only piece my mind kept. The next thing I remember is standing in a living room that didn't feel familiar. No memory living in a hospital, no memory of the ride home from the hospital. As I'm walking through the living room with my dad, there's a girl with glasses and long wavy curly hair asking me where I've been. I didn't know how to answer her. I didn't even know who she was. I remember turning to my father and asking, "Who are these people?" I had no memory of them being my family. He told me, "These are your brothers and sisters, and this beautiful lady is your mother." He said it gently, but there was this quiet expectation, like I should just step back into a life I didn't recognize. For a moment, I honestly thought I'd been taken somewhere I didn't belong. My mother was light skinned with wavy curly hair. She took me by the hand and led me into a room, sat me on the edge of the bed, and showed me pictures of myself. I remember staring at her as she showed me photos, trying to connect the girl in the photos to the body I was in. There were no mirrors my height, so I didn't know what I looked like. Most of my childhood after the accident are just fragments, pieces that don't fit, and when I try to push for more, my head aches in a way that makes my stomach sick. As I got older, I started asking questions like who was watching me, where did it happen, why does it feel like everyone agreed not to talk about the accident? My parents never gave me clear answers. Maybe that's just how things were back then. People didn't explain, they just moved on. I grew up in a loving home with good parents and siblings, but even with all that love, I always felt slightly outside of my own story, like everyone else had the full picture and I was holding only the torn edges. I still don't have the whole story of the day of the accident, and maybe I never will. But the silence around it, the missing pieces, the feeling of being a step behind my own life, that shaped me more than the accident did. And as I got older, that feeling didn't disappear. It followed me. It influenced the choices I made, the people I trusted, and the things I accepted without question. This is where the next chapter of my life begins, the part where I started growing up and the parts where everything slowly started to change.